Hello and welcome back to some more Minecraft on the JFS. Hey, how we all doing today? I hope you're well. Boy oh boy, do we have some big plans today. Well, maybe not big plans, hopefully big plans, interesting plans we'll say. All to do with the Great Llama Temple. Remember that thing, that project? We're going to go back to it. But before we do that, I want to start off the episode by just having a little look around the server with the sneak peek resource pack. You know, the one that they released a little while ago. I just keep forgetting to do it on episodes, but I've actually got it somewhere. This one here. New updated textures. So at some point, probably in the next big update for Minecraft, they're going to change all the textures. And this was sort of like a little preview of some of them, which I still haven't looked at. So let's have a little look around the server, specifically Shoptown, with these new textures loaded. Oh, wait a minute. No. Does this mean... Oh, that looks weird already. That looks like a brain. Brain wall. Does that mean I've lost the Mixun? Oh, the Mixun's still here. Thank goodness for that. Oh. Look at him. Anyway. Yeah, let's go to Shoptown. I think there's a couple shops. And we'll have a look at the textures. Man, I don't know. It seems weird. Oh. Oh, shears look weird. Oh, boats look weird. Lots of things look weird. This is a little boat tunnel through to Shoptown that Lemon's made. And I'm actually going to use it for once. Haha, look at this. It's being used. Water looks different as well, I think. Water looks a little bit clearer, maybe? Can't really tell. But yeah, so today we're gonna be working on the Llama Temple. And I say interesting because it's going to involve, well, it's going to involve some, even using some different programs. Not very interesting programs, Excel, but still something a little bit different. Man, is it this far to get to Shoptown? It doesn't feel like it's that far away, but I guess we just fly there all the time, don't we? So this should bring us out near Muckluck Sweet Treats Bakery Shop. Hey, look, right here. Boom. Is this even... I always forget to restock my shops, to be honest. Oh dear. Yeah, there's still cookies, which look weird. Oh, wheat. That looks new. Oh. Oh, eggs look a bit... They look very shiny. Oh. Oh, this is... I like the leaves, though. Oh, I do like the leaves. Leaves are good. Wood. Pretty good. Wood good. I'm just going to have to walk around and just sort of take it all in. I mean, to be honest, I think they've done a good job with updating it, but keeping it looking same enough, like similar enough to how it was before. Wood's a bit more high contrast, or the trunks anyway. Yeah? Yeah, very good. Quartz, has that changed? Oh yeah, that's definitely changed. Oh, so's pepper. Pepper. Oh, cauldrons. Oh. That's just going to be the whole of this episode. Well, the beginning anyway. Just me going around going, oh. Oh. Oh, obsidian. Oh, it looks bubblier. Oh. Okay. Now, there is actually a new shop in town that I want to go visit. It's Dennis's shop. He's made a, I don't know, like a diamond swap shop. Oh no, look at the gold though. Look at the gold blocks. That looks weird. Oh, actually this side. Oh, that does look weird. It looks too... They've made it too individual. Like, that does not tile at all, does it? Maybe that's the point though. I mean, to be fair, from far away, you're not really going to tell, are you? Oh. Hey. So yeah, Dennis's shop is somewhere up around here. Oh, that also reminds me. Oh, it's right here. We need to... There might be some new members to the 1,000 Hours Club, and we need to start doing something with that. I'm thinking of giving everyone a little gift at some point soon. So we'll see. We'll see. So this is Dennis's shop. Has it got a name? This is the... Oh yeah, Flux Rocks. The Flux Rocks shop. We buy your stuff for only the finest diamond rocks. So yeah, it's just a way of getting diamonds. Oh man, look at the diamond texture. Oh. It'd be cool if it actually shined, or does it? No. So it's a bit like a reverse shop. You buy diamonds instead of stuff with diamonds. Which, to be honest, I'm quite low on diamonds now since building the 1000-hour monument inside the temple or the lodge. So, oh, what do diamond blocks look like now? They look like a mirror. That'll make for a very good sort of bathroom mirror. Not bad. Not terrible. I think it all just takes some getting used to, doesn't it? Oh no, what's wrong with chest plates now? Why are they so thin? Ugh. That looks weird. Don't like that. Lapis has changed. Everything's kind of changed slightly. I like gold. Gold looks quite good. Yeah. That's good. Ink sacks. Ew. I guess they are sacks. They should look kind of gross. Nether stars, have they changed? Maybe? Everything's changed! Yeah, I just kind of want to go around to all my builds now and see how different they look. Oh, glass. Let me go check out the glass over there, because... Hey, creeper. I know that glass has changed. And I don't think... Like, I usually use Optifine, which makes connected textures, but that's not going to work with this one. Or maybe it will, I don't know. To be fair, that does look better. Glass does look better, just plain glass. I mean, it's still got the very hard edge to it. Oh my god, spiders have got fangs! Go, we go. Oh, I like spiders now. Well, better than they were before. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. It's exciting though, like Minecraft is changing a lot. It's going to have that whole new aquatic update, which we've just seen another little preview of with a snapshot, and they're going to have fish in the game, actual fish in the sea, ravines under sea, different biomes for seas. I've said sea too many times now. Paper looks different. Sacred parchment. Praise be. Okay. It all looks good though. Right, I'm dilly-dallying now. Let's get on with the episode. I want to go to... Oh, I do like the leaves, though. I want to go to the Great Llama Temple. Because... No, wait, I want to go somewhere else first. Where do I want to go to and why? Why? Ooh, what is this shop? Is this new? Have I seen this? Should I keep talking in questions? Maybe? Maybe I'm spoiling something here. Sorry if this isn't finished. Yeah, maybe that is new. I need to go back to the castle for some reason. Oh, that's what I wanted to quickly talk about. So much stuff to say, so little time. Mushrooms look different. Poppies look different. Coming up at some point, with the whole map reset of the JFS onto Season 4, Ace is organising the JFS Awards. Do you remember, if anyone's a long time viewer of my channel, I actually recorded some of the previous JFS Awards when we switched to this map. So we're talking over 3 years ago now. It was a long time ago, but it was good fun. So it's like a proper awards ceremony. There were different categories, different nominations. We could nominate for all sorts of things, and Ace is doing it again, which is nice to see. And things like categories like best prank, best build on the server, best UHC moment, all that sort of thing. And I'm trying to think of what I'm going to nominate for best build, because we all get to give nominations. I'm tempted to put my castle down simply because I want to put one of my own builds and nominate someone else's. And I think for my one, I think it's got to be the castle, simply because, like, it's been a part of so many things. Like, there's a lot of crazy crap that's happened to my castle over the time. It's been pranked on numerous occasions. It's got all the sort of like little knickknacks in it and memories, and I don't know. I just think it's been my constant base since the start of the server. I've never moved away from spawn. And I think it probably is one of my favourite builds I've done. I think it's a key part of the spawn history anyway, and maybe even the server history. And we've also got this now. Look at this. Was watching some old vids and felt nostalgic. Ace. He built my giant mustache face. Thank you, Ace. Is this a reference to something? If it's nostalgic, I can't think. Maybe he just felt like building my face, in which case, thank you for the coal blocks. I'll leave that up for a little while though. I did want to get something from here. Oh, melons look different. And pumpkins look different. Oh, so bright. I like the melons. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anything in here looks really different? Oh, iron. No. Not really. Oh, armor. Ooh. They look like They look like robo suits. Like Iron Man now. Even the stone is slightly different, isn't it? Like stone and stone brick. Oh, netherrack. Oh, that does look good. I like that. That actually looks kind of gross, like some sort of fleshy, gross block. What does soul stand? Soul stand? Soul stand look like now? Does it still have faces in it? Yes, it does. Well, kind of. I think they're less easy to see. But it definitely has something going on there. Alright. Oh, redstone lamps, though. What's going on with this? Actually, it's not that different. Magma blocks. They still look good. They still have that shine effect to them. That glowy effect. Anything else I want to do before moving on to Llama Temple? No. Prismarine? Nah, I think that's the same. Quartz. What's the quartz ore? Ooh. Okay. Right, I am wasting time now. I'm gonna head over to the Llama Temple, but let me just quickly refresh your memories about what I'm doing over there. So, long ago, probably about a year ago now, whenever I started doing that project, I said something along the lines of this. So, this is another project, and I've been thinking more about this project and how I'm going to do it. And I might do this in a slightly different way. I might do this in a more sort of, not mathematical, but like more structured, engineered way of making a city. Like, instead of taking on a building one by one, I might try and do it where it's sort of almost, I don't know how to describe it, but I'll explain more in a dedicated episode about this area, but I have an idea of just laying out loads of squares and then like randomly building them up and then randomly adding doors and windows. That sort of thing. And not really thinking about it too much and just sort of going with the flow. So yes, I plan to do some sort of procedural generation within Minecraft manually to create a rather interesting looking city around the Great Llama Temple. Here I am. I'm kind of intrigued as to how sandstone's changed, because I hope it looks... Oh no! I hope it looks good, but... Oh, what have they done to sandstone? It looks awful! Oh, why have they got that really obvious line in it now? That really wrecks it. Oh man, I was hoping that sandstone would look better. Because everything's going to be made out of sandstone here. It's like a Egyptian-themed area. Oh, hopefully they change that, because look at that bit there where it's all just flat. That looks really bad. That looks really bad. Hopefully we still have the cool lighting effect. Yes, we do. And the chicken. So yeah, anyway, probably should have said it looks a bit different around here, doesn't it? With all these weird blobs of cobble and dirt. You may be wondering what this is. Well, I will explain. I've got an idea of how I'm going to do the procedural generation. It's taken long enough, but I've worked it out. And it's going to involve a grid, and it's going to involve some rules. And where do I even start with this? I had to do a lot of terraforming around this place to kind of get it a bit flattened out and a big enough space, which involved destroying a mountain, or a little bit of a mountain that was here. Because it involved TNT, I recorded it. You've always got to record explosions, so let me quickly splice this in now. Okay, hello, I hope future me has sort of introduced this clip and explained all of this stuff here. But as you can see, there's not much room this side, so I need to get rid of this mountain. This sandy mountain right here. So I figured the best way to do it, or at least, well, Definitely not the best way, but the funnest way to do it is with TNT. I've used 2 stacks just to cover this sort of little bump here. Not going to deal with that big bit, but this little bit here we can get rid of, I reckon. So I think 2 stacks should do a decent amount, as you can see, sort of all spread out. Let's set it off from the llama's head, shall we, down here, and see how this goes. I do have on me a flame bow, so we can trigger it from up here. Oh wait, a bit early, bit premature for F1. Wait a minute. Oh my god, it's Muckluck. It's me. Okay. Hopefully none of the TNT flies towards the Llama Temple. I think we're far away enough though. Right. Wish me luck. This is going to be really messy, but I missed. Hopefully it's worth it. Here we go. Oh baby. I mean, I always kind of knew that was going to happen. It wasn't going to get the inside because I didn't dig a hole and put any inside the mountain. Let's have a look. I mean, it didn't do that good of a job, did it? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, all this is sandstone, so this will be super duper easy to break. Look, we can just rip straight through all that. I'd say that was well worth it. Now I've got to do a lot of cleaning up. Ugh. And clean up I did, so that's looking a little bit better now, ready to put some buildings in place. Each grid, well, each square of the grid, as you can see, is a 6x6 square. So you've got 6x6 square, and another, and another. And the plan is to fill in some of these with huts, and then make some rules up for if it's next to another hut, we should connect. And if it's connected, then it becomes a bigger room, and then at some point we'll put on a layer 2 of it. You know what, I think it's easier to show this with the map that I based it on, which also does a procedural generation of a city inside Minecraft. I found it on the Minecraft subreddit. It's about 3 years old now, but it still works in Minecraft 1.8. Let's head over there now and I'll show you what I mean. And it's using this map here, the random city generator created by Time Warp 1. Man, this guy is a redstone genius. Certified redstone genius, because using all these command blocks, which I have no clue what they mean. I'm just clicking buttons here. They take these things, which are sort of like little tile sets of a city, and they make something like this, which is exactly the sort of vibe I'm going for, but just imagine it all in sandstone, which I even think we can do using this snowball. How do I do it? I have no clue how do I click it? Okay, no, that broke everything. Right, let's not do that. But yeah, you can actually change the blocks and stuff like that. But this is the type of city I'm after. Sort of, it's got like a nice sort of, it's got bunched up bits, but it's got open bits as well where I could put little marketplaces or whatever. And remember that the city around the Llama Temple has got to be big enough for llamas to live in. They're the inhabitants. So I like how it's not too closed off, and it's got big wide corridors and big open spaces inside. Like in here is hopefully going to be quite a big room. Yeah. So this is perfect. And thankfully he put on his Reddit thread sort of the rules that these command blocks use to make this. Let me show it in action because it's really amazing, and I'm so glad that someone made this that I can sort of copy it, but just manually. I'm first of all going to make it smaller so it's a bit quicker to generate. Let's make it 10 by 10. But basically this works. Oh, how does it work? So it's got a grid, the grid that I'm making right now, 10 by 10. Then it fills it each other spot with a hut, and then it works out how to connect them, and if they're connected, get rid of any little bits that are on their own that haven't connected. It's very difficult to explain, but if you just watch it in action, you'll see what I mean. So it's going to get rid of this. Hopefully. There we go. It's going to be a bit slow, probably because I'm recording as well. And you'll see that some wolves will slowly come across the screen. And I don't know how, honestly, I don't know how people do this. And this is really old in Minecraft, here they are. And yet, it still works, and the things you can do now are probably way, even more crazy. Oh, here it is. I went a bit too far. Right, so watch this, yeah? Then watch, there's the grid of them. Then they connect. Then it deletes ones it's not connected to. Then it adds a second layer. Then it happens so quickly. It happens so quickly. But look at that. That was completely random. This one's not as good, actually, because it's got maybe too many gaps. But that's the point. You don't know what it's going to look like. But yeah, did you see how it created the grid of it? And then it connected them. Then it worked out any that weren't connected and got rid of them. Then it added the second layer, connected them. Then it added the third layer, connected them if they needed connecting, like over here. And then sometimes I think you even get a fourth layer if there's enough of these next to each other. It's just insane. And you get stuff like this. Look, you got like little bridges. It's so good. It's so good. So this is what I'm going to copy, just by hand. Let's head over now. We're going to switch to another thing. We're going to head over to Excel, where I've made a little drawing of the Llama Temple area, and that's what I'm going to use to work out the procedural generation. Let's head there right now. Okay, so here we are inside Microsoft Excel. You can see here is my lovely map of the Great Llama Temple area. This way over here is to Sustika, and I've sort of laid out and counted how big the grid was around it. So this sort of, the light grey, or this bit around here, that's the size of the whole grid. And what I've done is filled in every other one with a dark one. So remember when we just looked at that time warp map, the generation one, and how it had like that grid of huts to begin with one space apart from each other? That's what this is going to be. And now what I've got to do is work out where to put connections between them. So what we're going to do is basically work out, should there be a connection here? Should there be one here, 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 and then here, here? So basically it goes each axis, so it goes horizontally and then vertically. So yeah, one there, one there, one there. It's basically, we need to work out how to fill the gaps in between these huts. So this is where it gets interesting, and this is where I need to experiment a bit. I need to work out the probability I'm going to use for if it should connect or not. Unfortunately, the guy didn't put the odds on that map. He just said they might connect or they might not. I'm guessing there must be some random number involved. And what I might do is I might just copy how I would do it in actual Minecraft, which would be using a dispenser. So what I might do is something like, let me write it over here. So let's say there are 9 slots in a dispenser. We could do it, we could have the odds of, if it's 2, 4, 6 or 8, that means connect. If it's 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9, don't connect. I guess, yeah, this is what I mean by I'm gonna have to experiment with how it looks, testing different probabilities, because it might be too crowded with one way, or it might not be crowded enough with another way. So let me cut away. Let me test this. I might just do sort of one little corner of it and see how it looks, and then I'll get on to explaining more of the rules and how you make it look more like a city. Here we go. Alrighty then, I am back. I've been messing around with Excel for a fair while now. I'm not very good at Excel, I don't know much about formulas and stuff like that, but I've slowly been Googling and working out some stuff, and I've got this little thing together now, which is sort of what I wanted to do. I started to do it manually, just like on my phone with a random number generator, and then filling it in, but it took a bit too long, and I don't know, it didn't feel like the right way to do it, so I've sort of automated it with a function. And that picks a random number between 1 and 9 up there. So every time I press enter, it's going to change. And then I added a rule to this little section here. Where's rules? Rules are here. Conditional formatting. And all these rules, oh, well, they're not here anymore. But where are they gone? Is it because I need to select this? All these rules basically check. Here they are. So they check for whether the cell contains 2, 4, 6, 8 or 9, and if it does, then connect. It's this little rule up here. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8 or 9, connect. If it's 1, 3, 5 or 7, don't connect. And we're getting some very interesting things. So now I can just sort of press enter and it changes for me. And now I've got to decide on which one to actually stop on. But I think what I'll do is, as a test and as an example of how I'm going to carry on with the procedural generation, I'll just pick one at random. So let's go with this one. Okay, and then to make it stop randomly generating, I'm not sure. I think I have to copy and then paste as... Did it just change? Oh, how do I do this? Paste it as values only. Okay, no, it shouldn't change anymore, right? Okay, good. Right. Let's go on with the next step then. So I wrote down the list of what I need to do to carry on with this procedural generation. Next step is any tiles with no connections, remove. Let's have a look. So this one, for example, has no connections, so we'd change it back to that. So is this one, no connections, we'd change it back to that. That one there in the corner, no connections. And I think then we'd move on. That seems like it. Yeah. Then it would be any tiles with only one connection, remove. So that gets rid of kind of like little buildings which aren't very big and don't have much in them. So that would be ones like this, because that one there only has one connection, and that one there only has one connection to each other. So that whole thing is out of here. Hey, get away, I said. Hey, why can't I change you? No fill? Oh, it's because it's still got the rules applied to it, hasn't it? Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Oh, I hate Excel. Just do what I want. Oh, let's just get rid of the number. That will fix it. There we go. And then give it that colour. Right. Same for this one. So we'd have to get rid of that number. And then change these back to light grey. And also this one here, I guess, is a little one which would need to go. So we'd do that and then change it to grey. Right. There's stage 2 done. Stage 3, any U shapes or O shapes, fill in the gaps. So these things right here. If there are any formations that look like this, any of these 5, they need to be filled in. So let's have a look. Here's one. There's a U shape. So those 2 need to be dark grey. Same thing here, right next to it, there's another one. So they need to be filled in, dark grey. Going through again, that's an O shape right here, so that needs to be filled in the middle. Next to it was a U shape, that gets filled in. And finally, that's not one. It looks like it might be, but there's 2 spots empty and not just one. So that's fine. I guess the only other one is here, that's a U shape, so let's just fill that all in. There we go. So that by the end of it, you think, oh, that actually looks kind of rubbish. Like it's just 2 big rooms and then like that. That's the point of it, though. It's random. You don't know how it's going to look. But then when you start adding on the second layers and start getting the towers and the bridges, then it starts to get a bit more interesting. But the final point is wherever there is a single tile branching out, change to a stairway. So on this one, actually, it's a bit tricky because this big blob doesn't have a single branch leading out. But there would be a stairway. How are we going to do stairways? Stairways can be S. So there'd be a stairway there. There'd be a stairway there. Basically, you want it so there's no dead ends. Stairway there. Stairway here. Here and here. So where there are S's, that'd be stairs. And that would pretty much be the first level done. Then we'd sort of repeat the process again, but on top of these ones. So then we'd do a random numbers on only the dark grey. Then we get layer 2. I think I'm going to stop there though for this and actually try and build something in Minecraft and see how it looks. So now I've just got to pick one that I like. This should still, as a second sheet, this should still have the random, yeah, this still has a thing working. So I'm going to quickly go through one and fill out the rules and see how it looks at the end. If it looks good, we'll head back onto the server and I'll build it. Okay, well, I'm still here on Excel. I haven't quite moved over to Minecraft yet. I've been having a little think because I'm not too sure now. I've been testing through some of the iterations and seeing how they look, and I don't know. I still feel like sometimes they're making too big a rooms, like this one here, for example. Is that okay, or is it... Because I still want some alleyways and things like that in the little city part, so maybe I need to change it slightly, some of the rules. Oh, and also I realised in that previous recording you couldn't see any of the menus when I was opening them, but it's not really a big deal. Should be fixed now though. So yeah, this is what's happened when I've done all of the the rules apart from the stairs, but like that one would be a stair, stair there, stair there, stair there, and stair there. That's what it would look like. Something like that. I'm going to test it though. I've duplicated it, but this is how it looked before I made all those changes. How about if I add in a secondary rule to this one here, the U-shape or the O-shape rule? And how about we only fill it in if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, and we don't fill it in if it's 1, 2, or 3. So it sort of just changes it a little bit more, and you might get some more little kind of nooks and crannies in the city. It might mean you get some dead ends as well, but that's fine. And you might also get some bits where there's a gap in the middle, but that could be like a little courtyard or something. So I don't know, it might work. Let's test it now. There's a random number between 1 and 10 for this one right here. Let's give it a nice background. There you go. So, let's go through it. First one is here. Is this going to be filled in? Let's check. 8. 8 means we fill with dark grey. Next one's right next to it here. Do we fill it in? 7. We do. Fill in. Next one is here. Do we fill in? Oh, damn it, I keep doing that. And I shouldn't change the number when I'm selected. Undo. Should we change it? 3. We don't. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Next one is now here. Fill or no fill? Deal or no deal? 6. We do. Okay. Any more? There's one here. 2. We don't. Okay, that's interesting because now you're getting a really weird little shape there. A bit like a 2. Next one is this one here. 8. We fill that in. Get filled. Any more? There's one here. Do we fill that in? 9. Yes. And obviously I can change these numbers to see how much that varies the actual look of it. But I think that's actually it, because that's not a U or an O. That's just a straight line, which sucks a little bit. I'm not going to use this one, but this was just the test one. So, I mean, it's changed it slightly up in this bit. If, for example, that one hadn't have worked and it stayed like that, I mean, that's a pretty little interesting bit there, like a little dead end. It's getting the balance between, like, in my head, I'm like, all right, follow the rules exactly. That's the point of doing this. It's an experiment. But at the same time, part of me is thinking, oh, but if it didn't do that, it would look better. But that sort of defeats the purpose of me doing this, so I'm trying not to do that. Like, in my opinion, if we got rid of the numbers here, and then we took these 3 squares and we filled it in with light grey, so it's a path, that would look better, right? Because then there's a little pathway to this section. But that's not how it went, so I can't do that. I can't. It's really interesting. I'm actually really enjoying this. It's just yeah, working out what I'm going to go with. I've just got to pick one and then do it. Just do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I've got a secondary one here. This should still have the random. All right. I think I'm going to keep that rule about O shapes being split like this. And I'll be back either in Minecraft or here with a final design. Well done. I'm back on the server and I'm in a bit of trouble. I've started building following the Excel guide, but I've noticed a big problem. It was all going so well. Here's a nice little stairway, all very simple, little doorway to go in. I wanted to keep this design quite plain and then decorate it later. But I've noticed as I got to this little tile over here, the ground is higher up. And at first I thought, oh, that's fine. We can just manually raise it up when we need to. Just because it's on a different level doesn't matter. However, the more I think about it, the more it all has to be flat. Because when we add the next layer of buildings, you know, the towers on top of these ones, layer 2, if they're at different heights, like if I need to connect from here to over there and it's 3 blocks higher, that means I need to do more weird step-ups in between, and it's going to look really stupid and odd. So, look at all this stuff I need to terraform. It was all going so well, and then it wasn't. But yeah, I need to go around and make sure all of this is at the same height. Ugh. I wanted to get more done today and show you what it actually looked like. But that's too much work for today. I think I'm going to end the episode here. But I hope you found this interesting. I know I have. And although it is a bit odd and a bit different, I think it's going to turn out well. I just need to get all this manual, stupid terraforming out of the way. I should have known really, because on that map I showed you, the generation map, it's all on a flat surface. It's on a super flat land. So yeah, I should have thought about that really. But hopefully by next episode I can have some of this done, nice and flattened, and some of it built even, and I can show you how this place is shaping up. Hey, we just want a nice city for the llamas to live in and let them worship their llama god. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe. Anyway, join me then when more of it will be done, hopefully. I wish. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.